Year 9 of Rainbow Six Siege will be coming to a close with the release of Operation Collision Point. So in this video, we will go over all of the new content and changes that are coming in the new season. We will go over the Blackbeard rework, the introduction of crossplay between PC and console, the introduction of the Siege Cup, balance changes, and more. A big thank you to Ubisoft for inviting me to play the new season early. He is now a 3 health and 1 speed operator, and he still has access to the Mark 17 CQB assault rifle and the SR-25 for his weapons, and frag grenades and claymores for secondary gadgets. His new unique gadget is the Hull Adaptive Shield. At first glance, this might look like a generic shield similar to what you would find in Fuse's loadout, but when you look closer, you will quickly notice that there is a lot the shield can do. For starters, his shield is not used with a secondary weapon, but instead, you use it in combination with the primary weapon of your choice. Blackbeard no longer has access to any secondary weapons, which means he sadly lost access to the Desert Eagle. The shield protects him just like every other shield in the game would, but the moment he tries to aim down the sights, the glass that protects his head slides down, exposing his head, making gunfights a bit risky, but the rest of his body will still be protected. However, he will not be protected by the shield when reloading, so make sure you are safe behind cover first before attempting to do a reload. The shield will also still protect him while repelling, but of course, when he aims down the sight, he will still get his head exposed, but the rest of the body will still be protected. You can also put the shield on your back and use his primary weapon just like any other operator in the game would. By far the most impactful part about the shield is that you can use it to breach soft walls, similar to what Oryx can already do with his dash. However, unlike Oryx, Blackbeard is only limited to breaching a total of 4 times in a single round, and the breach can actually miss, so make sure you are close enough to the wall before trying to activate your gadget. The hole that the shield makes in the wall is of standing height, and it's more than big enough for you and your team to enter the room comfortably. All in all, I think this is a fantastic rework, and I'm really curious to see how the game will play out and how people will utilize his new gadget. Moving over onto balancing, first, they will be finally nerfing the ballistic shields. They said that they are performing a bit more aggressively than they intended, so they will be making changes to address that a little bit. So here's the list of changes coming to the ballistic shields this season. Guard break can no longer be cancelled by a shield bash. The ground break effect now stacks, meaning that the more you melee a shield consecutively, the bigger the effect of the guard break will be. Even on something like a Montaigne's extended shield, shield suppression will now take less bullets to trigger, bringing it down from 10 to 5, and less bullets to reach the maximum intensity from 40 all the way down to 20. And the suppression lasts for 7 seconds when not receiving any additional damage. And finally, the shield bash damage has been reduced from 65 all the way to 0. Ying also got a nerf this season. From now on, the Candelas will take a little longer to pop, which will slow down Ying's entry a little bit and give defenders more time to react to the incoming flashes. Sense finally has gotten some buffs this season. Now you can turn off the ROU projector system at will, and the cooldown is only consumed when the ROU is on. When it's off, the cooldown is paused indefinitely until you turn it back on. You can even deploy the gadget turned off and prep it to use for later. Another thing to note is that you cannot control them independently of one another, so if you have 2 ROUs deployed at the same time, you can either turn them both on or both off. Another change that they made is that now any gadget that can see through smoke can no longer see through the wall. Crossplay between PC and console will finally be coming to Rainbow Six Siege this season. Console players will have 3 pools to play in: the platform-specific pool, so basically an Xbox-only or a PlayStation-only pool, the console crossplay pool, where all of the console platforms get to play together, and the PC crossplay pool. And players will be able to select the pool that they want to play in the crossplay matchmaking settings in the options menu. Players on different platforms will be able to invite each other through Ubisoft Connect. My favorite part about the new crossplay feature is that now you can officially use mouse and keyboard on console if you play on the PC crossplay pool. You will have a separate rank for your console and PC, just like you always did, but now console players can also rank up their PC rank playing in the PC crossplay pool. With the introduction of crossplay and mouse and keyboard players on console being able to play with PC players, Ubisoft have made some improvements to Mousetrap to prevent players from circumventing the system and play in the wrong player pool. From now on, if you are detected to be playing with mouse and keyboard in the wrong player pool, the system automatically automatically moves you into the PC crossplay pool for 90 days or 100 matches, whichever comes first. Another small but really cool feature that they added is that from now on, if a player is detected to be cheating and gets banned mid-match, the match will be automatically cancelled and the legit players will not be penalized, which is a huge W. This season, Ubisoft will also be introducing something they are calling automated text chat moderation. This means that the messages will be assessed and those that are considered to be disruptive will be either flagged or blocked from being sent in the first place. With this new system, I am concerned that some players might get flagged for some friendly banter between friends in the chat, but overall I feel like this will be a really good thing to have in the game because some people have been super toxic and this should hopefully help limit that a little bit. In Operation Collision Point, Ubisoft will officially be releasing the Siege Cup to all players. The only requirement you will need to have is that you need to be above level 50, including console players. So now everyone will be able to participate. The Siege Cup will be the most competitive playlist in the game, so games will have 8 rounds instead of 6, with teams swapping sides after 4 rounds. The map for the Siege Cup will be picked in advance, so players will know on which maps they will compete on and will have time to prepare ahead of time. Unfortunately, I did not have the chance to try it out last season in the beta, but this season I will be streaming it, so if you want to watch the matches live, you can follow me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/rc414, which you can also find in the description. But that will be all I have for you today. Thank you so much to Ubisoft once again for inviting me to play this preview event, and I will see you all next time.